До войны мы жили с мужем хорошо. Он работал, хоть и уже и пенсионер, но работал еще. Я дома занималась домашними делами. У нас есть небольшой приусадебный участок. Я много времени отдавала своему любимому занятию, ухаживала за растениями, садила разные, выращивала разные виды растений. Мне это было интересно. Ну, как бы обычная, спокойная, размеренная жизнь у нас была.
Вот когда ты приехала в Украину?
Я родилась в России, на севере Томской области. Приехала в Украину, когда мне было первый раз 17 лет. И вот 50 лет я живу на Украине. Мы когда приехали, был солнечный, яркий день. Мне понравилась страна сразу же. Я родилась в России, на севере Томской области. Приехала в Украину, когда мне было первый раз 17 лет. И вот 50 лет я живу на Украине. Мы когда приехали, был солнечный, яркий день. Мне понравилась страна сразу же. Я никогда не думала и не хотела вернуться в Россию. Там была моя семья, мой дом, мои дети. Все было хорошее в жизни моей. Рождение детей. Вся моя жизнь была связана с Украиной. Ну, об этом говорили по телевидению много, что война возможна. Я никогда не верила, что это возможно. Я никогда не верила, что русские нападут на Украину. Этого не было, я не думаю, не только у меня, я думаю, это у всех в голове. Никто в это не верил. Это был шок.
I kind of talked to my parents every day about it before it started. Like 2 weeks before the war started, I was talking to them every day about it. Like, what is the plan A, plan B, plan C? Like, I want to know all of it, but they couldn't believe that it's gonna happen. No one believed. So when it just happened, I called my mom. That was like 5 a.m. She was asleep, and I called and I said that, "Mom, please wake up. Russia attacked Ukraine, and Kiev and a lot of other cities are on fire. Please wake up and go to the basement somewhere, just hide." That was horrible.
Обычный мой день. Мой муж утром рано уходил на работу, я провожала мужа, занималась домашними делами, потом ехала на свой приусадебный участок. Это не очень далеко от дома. Занималась там своими делами. Мне нравилось ухаживать за цветами. У меня очень много цветов, много растений разных. Мой сад называли ботаническим садом, потому что я 30 лет покупала и выращивала растения, которых у меня еще не было. Нет еще на участке. Потом приезжала домой, мы ужинали с мужем. Обычный день пенсионерки, которая любит свою семью и старается, чтобы в семье все было хорошо. Это я не так говорю?
I wake up every morning reading tons of news, and during the day, like, it's very hard to concentrate at work because you have to check news all the time. And like, I have an apps with the sirens, so I know where the siren in my hometown, so I can call my family because they might not hear it, so I have to call them and say, please go to basement. And especially during the night when they cannot hear it and they don't have access to the phone, so I wake them up, and that's a big responsibility. And yeah, it's been, so I have to live like that.
Я подумала, что этого не может быть никогда. Просто никогда. Я в это поверить не могла. Потому что все мои родные, все живут в России. Ну, правда, мы не поддерживали никогда таких близких связей, между нами не было. Но я все равно поверить не могла, что это может быть между двумя настолько близкими народами. Мне казалось, что мы как одно, страна, которая раньше была вместе. Да, сейчас Украина независимая страна. Но я не думала, что это может произойти.
Yes, I can, because my family is in a center of Ukraine. The name of the city is Vinnytsia. So it's, well, you can say it's safe, but it's safer than on the south of Ukraine, on the east of Ukraine, or north. It's safer, but in my hometown there is a huge weapon storage, and they try to attack it all the time, so more weapon can be destroyed. Yeah.
How long do you think the war is going to last?
I hope that it's gonna be over tomorrow. I'm afraid that it's gonna take months or years, because of course I want my parents, all my family, get back to their normal life, and just stay there with my relatives and like go to work, live their normal life.
Почему ты выбрала уехать из Украины?
Было очень страшно. Когда началась война, начали сразу же обстреливать наш город. У нас недалеко в городе есть был военный аэродром, и сразу же начали обстреливать военный аэродром. Ракеты летели, я так скажу, над головой. Они пролетали, и это был звук, очень страшный звук. И потом, когда все это возвращалось ударной волной, наш дом дрожал. Мы уехали в свой загородный дом. Думали, в городе будет хуже. И поэтому решили переехать в загородный дом. Вроде дом ближе к земле, и если у нас там есть просто подвал, и было нам где перебыть бомбардировку. Но было очень страшно. Мы пробыли больше 2 недель. Все время бомбоубежище, все время бежишь в подвал. На дню по 2-3 раза бомбардировка, все время летят ракеты. И было очень страшно. И в один прекрасный момент мы с мужем выехали быстро. В городе тоже было сильно неспокойно, начали обстреливать жилые микрорайоны города. Рушились дома, я это все видела. И так как мои дети живут в другой стране, дети настаивали, чтобы мы выехали. Мы решили с мужем уехать. Путь был трудный, долгий, но мы выехали. Решили, что жизнь дороже имущества.
Yeah, so yeah, they didn't want to do this in the first place, but then we started understanding that the war is actually coming closer to our native town. I'm from Mykolaiv, and we started understanding that if they're gonna stay there, they will not be able to help or support troops somehow. Instead, they will be, you know, как мешать. In a way, yeah. So they're gonna be in a way. So they decided, hey, we've been here for like 1 month. There's nothing for us to do here. So probably let's find a more safer place. And from that point, we start to move them here to US.
Ты хочешь обратно ехать?
Я каждый день просыпаюсь утром с мыслью, что война закончилась, и я хочу домой. И ложусь спать. И молю Бога, чтобы война уже закончилась, и мы вернулись домой. Я не планирую оставаться жить здесь. Я планирую вернуться домой.
Что вы оставили там?
Всю свою жизнь. Наша жизнь, когда мы уезжали, уместилась в небольшой маленький чемоданчик дорожный. Мы взяли с собой только документы, бинты, все, что нам нужно было, если вдруг начнется обстрел. Ну и небольшие пледы в дороге укрыться. В общем, все. Вся моя жизнь – это Украина. Я не представляю себе другой жизни нигде. Я хочу вернуться домой.
So it's my dad, my grandparents. Only my mom and my brother were able to go to Germany. I'm happy about it. I am happy that Biden administration announced a new program, Needham for Ukraine, so more people who cannot get any type of visa can come to United States for 2 years and can work here, can get like some health insurance. I'm very happy about it, but at the same time I'm very worried about my dad and my grandparents, because they're still there, they are in danger, and even though you are safe, you do not feel happy. You kind of feel guilty because you are safe and they are not. So that's probably the same way my mom and my brother is gonna feel once they come here. I'm really excited to see them here. They are very stressed. My mom is very emotional, and they just can't believe that it's happening in the 21st century. They cannot believe that all the stories that we heard from our grandparents about World War II, that it's happening right now to them, to their children, to their grandparents. It's just horrible. And my best friend's family, they were held hostage for 21 days. 21 days they were in a basement. Russian soldiers separated her mom and sisters and her dad, and they told dad that they killed the wife and kids, and they told the wife and kids that they killed the father, and they lived with that for 21 days. They were in basement with their it's like unfinished basement, and they give them 1 raw potato per day. They lost 31, her dad lost 31 kilograms. I'm not sure what is it in pounds, but and he's not big, it's like half of the person. And her mom and sister, they were released like a few weeks ago, but they still cannot talk. They can only write because they are very stressed. And it looks like the girls, 14 and 18-year-old, it looks like they were raped. So they are working with a lot of psychologists right now, and we are making sure that they get the help they need. Right now I can only bring my mom and my brother right now, because due to my father's age, he cannot leave the country. All men from 18 to 60-year-old have to stay in the country. So my dad has to stay there. He volunteers a lot, but my grandparents, they wouldn't come. My dad has to take care of them. They will not be able, they are not in a good health condition to leave the country. There are some exceptions. Let's say if you have 3 kids under the age of 18, I think, you can leave the country. And if you have some kind of disability, you can also leave the country. But honestly, I don't feel very fair that the rest of the men from 18 to 60-year-old cannot leave the country, because we have thousands of people, thousands of men in line that are ready to go to the war and fight. Thousands of them. We just don't have enough weapons. So we don't have any shortage of men who is ready to protect the country. And I think that would be, let's say some men would be more helpful if they will go abroad, be able to work, make some money and help at least financially, or buy some humanitarian, bring some humanitarian help, send some humanitarian help to Ukraine. That would be more helpful than being in Ukraine. You cannot go to protect because you don't have enough weapons. You lost your job, so you cannot help financially. So I don't know. I think that would be nice if more men could leave the country.
I was worried about them, right? I was scared that, and we didn't know what's gonna happen next. So I guess we just were confused a lot. Oh, it was like release. Yeah, it was release because we read all the news all the time, and we were on a call all the time, and I'm really afraid about them, and I had a hard time to sleep. But when they came here, it was a release, so I just can't sleep. Yes, it was hard for them to leave because from Mykolaiv it was only one way they can go, like more south to Odessa, and this was the only one way. And the biggest problem that the roads were not safe. You don't know what can happen on the way, because we heard a lot of news that a lot of cars they would just shoot by the tanks, by the military troops. It was awful. So we were like really afraid for them. That was like the dangerous part just came from Mykolaiv to Odessa. And it was like, if you guys have seen the Argo movie, it was like special operation for us just to take them out from the town that was surrounded by the troops and just take them out from there. Right now, I don't think it's possible because the war is still happening there. But when everything will be over, yes, they want to come back because this is their life. Their life's still there. They have everything there, so I'm okay with that. Well, it was released because for my parents, it's gonna be like really hard to understand because they have to fly from Bucharest, that's from Romania, that's another country. So we thought that for them it's gonna be tough just to understand how they can actually came to this airport. So. Your mom decided to fly to Bucharest and pick them up, and yes, for me it was a relief that. Yes, of course, but unfortunately I cannot leave the country. If I have to leave the country, I need to go to embassy in order to get the latest visa. And as you know, there is no embassy, U.S. embassy right now in Ukraine currently.